Well, I've dressed up for this occasion, this sweater. I've done this because this is special today. This was hand woven. It's a one of a kind, and it was hand woven by the person who was with me 43 years ago, when we discovered the shops at the Museum of Decorative Arts in Lisbon. They're called the Oficinas, and it's Museu de Artes Decorativas in Portuguese, if you wanted to look at it. The woman and I had gone to the museum, and we spoke Portuguese, and the man who led us around the museum, or a guide, said, "Well, if you'd like, you can go see the shops, the oficinas." And we said, "Well, sure." And well, I should say that Ricardo do Espírito Santo Silva was a banker. It was his inspiration to set this up. This was 43 years ago. Well, we went, and it was life-changing for me. I mean, I already had been working in the crafts. The trades is going to be a lot of this year, and in the Peace Corps I had been working with craftsmen, so that part was already in place. But what I saw at that museum, the excellence of those craftsmen, their collection of tools, and especially the way they supported each other. There were furniture makers and upholsterers and metal workers, and they worked. Their trades supported each other. It was life-changing. I never forgot it, it's one of the reasons that beside my idea of the Old and Other Ways Museum, which I would like to establish, it's related to that. Well, in any case, my pilgrimage was complete after I had gone there, or at least after I put it on YouTube today. My pilgrimage was complete. This Tour d'Europe, this trip, began first of all because I wanted to go back to those shops, and I wanted to see them again if they were there. It had been 43 years. I had to do some research. I thought I remembered the name. Mostly I remembered the experience. And when I found out I couldn't take a direct flight to Lisbon, I got thinking, well, I guess I'll fly into Spain. But I also wanted to meet Shirley, who has helped me throughout my course, throughout the trip, and I'll have much more to tell you about Shirley. Well, I had met her. And then I see her again at the end of the trip. And now when I made it to those shops, and it was, I had accomplished my pilgrimage. I told you before, many pilgrims go to Santiago de Compostela in Spain for religious reasons. Well, this was a pilgrimage of mine, but not exactly for religious reasons, for other reasons, to revisit the place that so profoundly had affected me. Pausing, when I get inside the shops and film, pausing may not help too much. I move the camera, but I don't so much regret what I did there, because I didn't have too much time. My batteries were running low, and I wanted to film as much of it as I could, even if it wasn't completely clear. It's clear in my mind what I saw. I'm so afraid I'm forgetting major things to say. Oh, I know, I almost missed this because I knew it wasn't open on Sunday. We got there Saturday afternoon, it wasn't open Saturday, but I thought it was open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't think it was open Tuesday. Most museums are not open Tuesday, but that one I thought was, because of the craftsmen working there a regular week. The shops might have been open, but tours were not available on Tuesday. And it was late on Monday. I realized I went in there to just get ready for tomorrow, and I realized this was my only chance. And I was given a tour then. You have to pay extra to have a tour like that. But I was the only one. I had the tour guide to myself, a very knowledgeable man. He was a little uncomfortable with English because usually he gives his tours in French. Now and then we said a few French words, but we spoke quite a bit of Portuguese together, and the craftsman, of course, spoke Portuguese. So it was close. I almost didn't get to do what I had traveled thousands of miles to do, but I did manage to make it. All right, that's what I wanted to say there. And now, Marion. Notice in the shops that there's no radio. At one point you can hear a little something from somewhere, but it's quiet. There are not a lot of people there at that time because I think it was close to closing, but they're working basically in silence. The character of Marion, I have to think that, well, maybe he was partly born there as well. Later on, the Song of Marion's Daughter, some of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but Marion is a fictitious craftsman, the very best of craftsmen. And Marion insists on silence when he's working. He only wants to hear the sound of his tools and his material. And Marion himself cannot speak. He is mute, this fictitious character. His daughter is like him in many ways. She can speak, but she stutters, and she's also a very good craftsman. Later on, you'll hear more about that. And then finally, the final clip that I put together in this collection is not in the shops, but outside. Oh, the name of that plaza, it's right at the top of the Alfama. Largo de something. But anyway, you'll see the river again. And in a way, I thought that was good because it's like coming back out in... That's right outside the door of the shops. It's right below it. But it's like coming back out into the real world after having been in that miracle world of such excellent traditional craftsmen. Okay, see you tomorrow.